tracking all of this. And Liz, what is the U.S. plan in Venezuela?
Yeah, Andrew, well, while the world has been focused on these peace talks that President Trump is attempting to broker between Russia and Ukraine, the U.S. has slowly been building up a large military presence in the Caribbean near Venezuela. A source familiar told Scripps News that the move is part of President Donald Trump's effort to combat those threats from Latin American drug cartels. The source confirming to Scripps News that 3 U.S. guided missile destroyers, the USS Gravely, USS Jason Dunham, and the USS Samson, are being deployed in these efforts, with some news outlets also reporting that the ships should arrive there imminently off the coast of Venezuela. So this will bring the military posture to about 4,000 sailors and Marines, and the broader region will also have several P-8 spy planes, warships, and at least 1 attack submarine, that according to Reuters. Now, Secretary of State Marco Rubio was asked...
Whew! Man. Even though I do 3 to 5 videos a day, I still can't keep up with all the moving parts on this world stage. But I'm glad I got up early this morning and I did the research on this. And boy, do I have a surprise for you guys. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friendship Pearson. It is Thursday, the 21st of August. Let's say it together. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. I have 10:19 in the a.m. He that endureth until the end shall be saved. But this end is like a boiling pot. Man, so where do we go from here? Are we about to stretch ourselves too thin? Or are we already stretched too thin? Because this is how I see it. We have historically meddled in other people's affairs, and we justified along the way. But I can't remember a time when we had 2 major WARS and now the potentiality of a third. People, we got the wrong captain at the helm. I'm straight. Look, I'm going to keep it real. We got the wrong captain at the helm. Oh, Pearson, you exaggerated. No, I'm not. Look at it for what it is. Come on, man. Come on. What's really going on? I'm going to show you what's going on, okay? I'm going to show you what's going on.
If I may, in English, is just asking about whether U.S. forces will be involved in the Western Hemisphere going after drug traffickers and drug trafficking networks. There are designated narco-terrorist groups operating in the region, some of them utilizing international airspace, international waters to transit poison into the United States. And those groups will be confronted. The president's made that clear from the time he operated. In specific, the question was about the cartel de Sons, the cartel de los Solos, which is a criminal organization that happens to masquerade as a government. The Maduro regime is not a government. It's not a legitimate government. We've never recognized them as such. They are a criminal enterprise that basically has taken control of national territory of a country, and who, by the way, are also threatening U.S. oil companies that are operating lawfully in Guyana. So the president's been very firm. Anything that's a threat to the national security of the United States, he's going to confront. And but obviously, I have nothing further to add to that at this point.
Are you buying it? Are you buying it? The justification for WAR, the justification for possible WAR, the justification for us being there, the ships and everything else, because of narco and because of oil. Man, does this ring a bell in your conscience about weapons of mass destruction? Do you get that? Do you get that Iraq Sadam Hussein feel?
Venezuela's president, Nicolas Maduro, says he's activating a nationwide militia plan after the United States doubled the reward for his arrest to $50 million. In a televised speech, Maduro announced more than 4.5 million militia members will be placed on duty to protect what he called Venezuela's sovereignty. Official figures put the number closer to 5 million, though outside estimates say it's far smaller in a country of about 30 million people. The move came hours after U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi accused Maduro of working with cartels to flood the United States with fentanyl-laced cocaine. She called him one of the world's largest narco traffickers. Washington says nearly 30 tons of cocaine have been seized from networks tied to Maduro, including almost 7 tons linked directly to him. Federal prosecutors charged the Venezuelan leader with narco-terrorism back in 2020. Caracas is denouncing the bounty increase, with the foreign minister calling it...
You know, there has to be a buildup, people. You just can't do nothing just short. You gotta do future past. You gotta have stories. If you notice the last 2 or 3 years, I mean, it's like every 4 months you hear this story, the biggest drug bust in American history. And every 4 or 5 months, the biggest. It's overshadowed a lot of our major news, but it's there. All you gotta do is Google it. Like every 4, maybe 6 months, the biggest. To me, this is all the setup. And I'm gonna show you just how I feel, because I've seen this story before. Now, I want you to ponder this for a second. On the 18th, Monday of August, Mr. Z visited the White House. And I made a joke about it, how Trump was going off script and then coming back to Mr. Z. And tell me what you think about this here.
You say during the war you can't have elections. So let me just say 3.5 years from now. So you mean if we happen to be in a war with somebody, no more elections? Oh, that's good. I wonder what the fake news is. You say during the war you can't have elections. So let me just say 3.5 years from now. So you mean if we happen to be in a war with somebody, no more elections? Oh.
You know, the media had a field day with this. When I heard it, I'm like, Pearson, leave it alone. Leave it alone. You know, there's a poem from the late Nikki Giovanni, my #1 female poet. I've said it before, so hey, I miss not going to meet her. But she has a poem, something like this: all I gotta do is sit and wait, and it will find me. Just sit and wait. So that's what I did. I just sat and I waited. I heard this, I'm like, I don't want to be misconstrued. Was he talking about Mr. Z's country? No elections? Or was he talking about America? Or was he talking about both? Put in the comment section, let me know what you think. Now again, that was the 18th, 8/18. Now I want to show you something. Venezuela is recognized as having the world's largest proven oil reserves, surpassing those of other countries, including Saudi Arabia. Should I say it again? And I just did a video a few days ago. Welcome new subscribers. I teach the 5 C's of clues, codes, colors, the confirmation, time, and conclusion. I just did a video, I think it was yesterday, and didn't get too many hits, but I brought out the fact that we're $37 trillion in debt. Okay? We can't even pay the interest on the debt. Could it be that being $37 trillion in debt, and we're looking at a serious You call oil a commodity? They got all this oil, people. I say they got all this oil. This is called money. Okay? Omar Gaddafi had his own money. He was pursuing his own gold dinar. Right? I'm speculating here, but suppose they could use this oil for something for their benefit as we transfer into the golden age. Maybe America is justifying going over there by saying the narco thing, but really it's making sure they don't use this asset for other purposes. I've said before, candidly, that they went after Omar Gaddafi back in the day. Remember Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton? We went, we saw, he died. Ain't that what Hillary said? Something like that? If you just sit back long enough, you can see things. Because things happen again. Season and cycle. What do you think? Is this about us controlling the oil and what they're going to do with it? Or us possibly seizing the oil and controlling? Because our money is funky. See, I believe the Antichrist wants to have a dictatorship over all the money. Because the Bible does say in the book of Revelation, you won't be able to buy or sell without the mark. In order for that mark to have the strength that it needs, things like oil need to be controlled. I just want you to think about that. Now here's Maduro, his birthday. And I got a surprise for y'all. I'm telling you, you're going to go to work, or you're going to be at work, or you're going to come home from work and say, wow, I never thought Pearson could put it together like this. Oh yeah, I'm going to put something together right now to show you. It's going to make your jaw drop, okay? His birthday, November 23rd. There it is right there. Anniversary. This is the day they sent the 3 warships over there, 8/19. The difference is 97 days. The 97th day of the year is April 7th, like 4/7, Trump. Now here are the 3 warships. The USS Gravely, the USS Jason Durham, and the USS Samson. Strong name, Samson. Okay? Here's Hugo Chavez. He used to be the president of Venezuela. Notice he was the 45th. He was the 45th. And Trump was the 45th as well as the 47th. Look at his birthday, March 5th. Take March 5th, 2026, be an anniversary of his birthday. The day they sent the warships over there, 8/19. The difference is 6/14. What's 6/14? Did your jaw drop yet? Did your jaw drop yet? That's that man's birthday, 3/5. He died of cancer, that's what they said. 3/5. I took his birthday. Anniversary from the day we sent the warships, 8/19. And you get Trump's birthday. Isn't that amazing? Woo! I tell you. Let's look at something else. Venezuela was founded July 5th, 1811. July 5th, 2025, anniversary. 8/19, the warships from America left. The difference is 45 days. Oh, Pearson, are you serious? Yeah. Venezuela, anniversary. The day the warships left. The difference is 45 days. He's the 45th president. Hugo Chavez was the 45th president. All these 45s. It's deep, ain't it? I ain't done. The USS Gravely finished being built November 20th, 2010. November 20th. Isn't Joe Biden's birthday November 20th? Wonder if something gonna go down with him soon. November 20th, 2010. USS Gravely. That's one of the ships that went over there. November 20th, 2025. 8/19. The ships left. The difference is 94. The 94th day of the year is April 4th. Barack Obama was the 44th president. Is that coincidence? The USS Jason Durham. It was finished June 4th, 2010. June 4th, 2025, anniversary of that ship. The ship left on 8/19. The difference is 2/22. And the difference is also 2/16. The 216th day of the year is August 4th. August 4th is Barack Obama's birthday. 2/22, you already know, is the beast system, Antichrist system. All right. Now, the USS Sampson. Woo! The USS Sampson, I got 9/16. On 9/16, this solidified the completion of the physical construction. 9/16, USS Sampson. Take 9/16, 2026, anniversary of that ship. The ship launched 8/19. The difference is 129. What is 129? Remember on January 29th, a American Airlines Eagle plane left Kansas City, and it collided in Washington, D.C. over the Potomac River with a Black Hawk helicopter. January 29th, a Black Hawk helicopter hit the United States, hit a U.S. airline plane over the Potomac River in Washington, D.C. In other words, it was a plane crash. 129. Is that coincidence? And here's the barn burner. Remember I told you about this guy, Sadam Hussein? They said he had weapons of mass destruction, and we wind up figuring out that he did not, allegedly. That's his birthday. His death date is December 30th, 06. December 30th. Take December 30th, 06. That's his death date. November 23rd is Maduro's birthday. November 23rd, 07, anniversary of Maduro's birthday, President of Venezuela. 12/30, 06, the death of Saddam Hussein. They said he got weapons of mass destruction. They say he got drugs. The difference is 47 weeks. Wow. Is history repeating itself, people? Look, I just got the gift. That's all to it. God bless you. Hold on to your hat. It's going to be okay. Is this an intimidation move? Or are we going to WAR? Will this cancel all elections in the future? Wow. I'm Friendship Pearson. It's going to be all right. Jesus is Lord.